Hey everybody, my name is James, and I want to talk to you about living above the influence. I've been completely clean, sober, drug-free, smoke-free, alcohol-free my whole life. I'm 24 years old. I was born in the 90s. Actually, I was born in 1990 exactly. But enough about that. I want to talk to you and let you guys know that if you ever need somebody to listen to, you can go to abovetheinfluence.com. There's a lot of kids there that are like me, that have grown up without ever touching a single thing. You don't need peers to pressure you. When someone asks me if I want some weed, I just laugh at them. I'm like, no. They're like, oh, come on, you're chicken. No, it's not that I'm chicken. It's that I don't need that stuff to survive. I don't need any of that stuff. Neither do you. I've made it 24 years completely clean. How many kids do you know of that can say that without telling a lie? There's not a lot. We're a very few and rare breed. But it's not so much that. Everyone out there has the ability to say no. There's nothing special about it. They make it sound like it's a miracle drug, getting high. There's a lot of natural things you can get high off of. Like, you can be high off life. What I decided to do with my life, instead of smoking weed or going and getting marijuana or crack or whatever the kids do nowadays, popping pills. I started working on cars fresh out of freshman year of high school. I decided I'm going to buy a car with my own money. I'm going to work, go pay for it, tear it apart, and fix it, even if it's not broke, just so I can gain experience, get my hands dirty, keeping me busy, out of trouble. I would say just go skating. A lot of people like skateboarding. I used to BMX too. Every crowd you get in, there's going to be that one person that's all like, hey, let's go get drunk. Or hey, let's go get some weed and go smoke it up. You want some cigarettes? You're not cool if you don't smoke. It's not true. I've been building cars since I was 16 years old. I'm 24 and I have a huge group, More Motorsports Racing. I used to have a Sanchez Racing Team because my last name's Sanchez. Used to have Sanchez Racing Team, which was a BMX group. We just rode around, had fun, did tricks on our bikes, fell down, got lots of scrapes, but we were staying out of trouble. We weren't causing any trouble. We weren't out getting high and running from cops. That's not what we would do. We would just have fun. And then, as things got better, I started a car club called Extreme Dreams, based out of Great Bend, Kansas, and it got pretty big, and then it died down, and then my grandpa William Moore passed away, and I decided to take his last name on, so it's now going to be James Moore, and we started More Motorsports Racing in his memory. There's a lot of things you can do. You can go work out, ride bikes, just whatever to clear your mind, get away from those negative people. I'm not saying completely get them out of your life, but you need to let them know that you're standing your ground, you're standing firm. Tell them no means no, or you're going home. Just walk away. No one's going to call you chicken. Not the real people. Not your real friends. People are going to support you who want to be in your life. The people who don't want to be in your life won't care if you're gone. I know you probably don't look at me as much of a person. I don't look like I'm 24 or have any special background. But I can tell you personally, I've had people offer me all kinds of drugs and alcohol. Let's go get partying, trashed at the lake. Let's go do the redneck thing. Sure, you guys can do your redneck thing, but you don't have to drink. That is not in the law books of being a redneck. Or you skateboard, so you have to get high. That's not how it works. You can say no. And I'm telling you, I have lived my life without it, and I feel great. The money you save just off of not buying the drugs, or even if you got them for free, you're going to live longer, so enjoy the things in life. You don't have to do it. That's the part of freedom of choice, is you can do what you want, the free will to say yes or no. I strongly encourage you to say no. Don't, oh well, let's just give it a try. You don't know how it's going to be until you try it. I haven't tried it, and I don't want to try it. It's stupid. It has put so many people in prison, murders, deaths, suicides. I mean, people have gotten mugged for 20 bucks so they can go buy a bag of weed. So people that say, oh, it doesn't ever kill nobody, the drug itself hasn't killed nobody. But the drug, thought of the drug, the very existence of the drug, which it's not just an herb, it's chemically changed, altered, therefore it becomes a drug, it inhibits your brain. Long story short, if someone wants to kill you for a bag of weed, then you're dying over weed. So it does kill people. More people than people admit. But they just don't want to come to terms with that. That's their choice. You're never going to get them to change their mind. Once that chemical's got in their brain, it's over from there. You can still say no. Trust me. You don't have to know me to trust me. I've built 34 cars. I've paid for all of them myself. You're thinking 34 cars, is this kid crazy? No. I bought them for cheap. Broke junk cars from a junkyard, like $150, $200. Put some money into them by busting my butt, going out and working on other people's cars, mowing lawns, some odd jobs here and there, working at fast food when I had to, and like put my money in the cars, turn around, flip them, sell them for twice. Not only is it a fun hobby, you get to pride in something and say, I did something with my life, instead of just sit around and be lazy and smoke pot all day. Or go out and get shanked by a drug dealer for buying crack cocaine. I mean, and alcohol, that's a whole different scenario. I mean, drunk driving, you're impaired. That's the point of it, is to get away from reality. You can get away from reality in many different ways. All I'm saying is, live above the influence. Control your life. Don't let people control you. Who cares what they have to say or think? I'm going to get so many negative reviews on this video, it's not even going to be funny. They're going to be like, oh, shut up and quit being a, punk, or whatever. I know where I stand in life. And no matter who it is, no matter how amazing this person is, if they ever tried to tell me otherwise, we'll just try a little one, just a little smoke, or just a little drink of it. If I don't want to, I'm going to say no. And you should be the same way. Stand your ground. People like that in a person. It shows you're determined. No one can control you. If you go off and do the drugs because someone said it was cool, they're controlling your life, and it's just going to go downhill from there. I've seen so many people end up dead. I've seen so many people end up in jail. It just takes your whole life and flushes it down a rabbit hole. It's no good. You can control your life. Stand up and say no. Live above the influence, guys. And check out these video clips. This is just some of what my car has turned into from me hard working on it. You guys can do the same thing. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Live above the influence. My name's James D. Guy, and I'm above the influence. In the next clips, you'll see pictures of my car at the drag strip, me running down the strip, me and a few buddies messing with the car before we race, and a picture of the magazine cover that my car made it to. See, you can make it far in life without having all the peer pressure and normal, typical society coming down on you. Remember, it's just easy to say no. Live above the influence, everyone. Hope this message has helped someone out there. Like and subscribe, and give a special shout out to abovetheinfluence.com. Thanks, everyone.